It's always alchemy time, Witcher. I'm currently moving into a space where I'm shedding who I was, leaving old friends behind. I feel that. You know, I haven't gone live in a while because, oh geez, no, the last time I tried to go live, I got banned for no reason at all. Because the Zio trolls are after me. I do readings. Check out my website. I do a lot of things. Hey, Brittany. How's everyone feeling today? I probably won't be very long. I just hopped on to say hey and to share a little something with you guys. Share a little something I'm working on with you because I need your help. You're taking my tarot course. Yay! Well, guess what, Gyrus? A new tarot workshop is coming very soon. So keep your eyes out. If you don't want to take it live, it'll be uploaded to the course. So anybody who has my tarot course, who has purchased my tarot course, the one on Teachable, you have lifetime access, and every time I do a workshop, I upload that workshop to the course. So even if you don't want to watch the workshops live, you'll always have access to all of the tarot teachings that I do. It'll just be added to the course. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. You're so supportive, even though I haven't been making content regularly like I would be. I've just been going through a pretty big transition. Oh, wow. Yay. Then if you're already into Jodorowsky, then my course is just a great way to complement what you're already doing. How to make a golem? Go outside, get yourself some mud, and then breathe into it and tell it be, and it will be. Do you feel comfortable talking about your transition? I could talk about it a little bit if you guys want me to, like if that's what you're interested in. I don't want to sit here and talk about myself and bore you, to be honest. I'd rather answer your questions and tell you about something I'm working on. You guys are so sweet. I've missed you. I just haven't been going live because, you know, you guys remember what happened the last time I went live. What are you working on? Ooh, yay, I'm so glad you guys are interested. All right, you guys. I am working on a YouTube channel. I'm working on a lot of things. The thing I want to tell you about first and foremost is the YouTube channel. I'm practicing filming longer form content. Everybody keeps asking for longer form content, for a podcast, for something. So we're going for some longer form content. But what I need from you is questions. I don't want to sit and be like, all right, today we're going to talk about A, B, and C. Let's go. You know, there's already too much of that out there. I would rather answer your questions. I would rather know what you want to know. Because a lot is going on in the world, right? Yes, alchemy is our thing, but so much more today has become a part of our alchemy as individuals, especially if we're just waking up now to the state of the world, to Palestine, to the Congo, to everything that's going on, to reality, really, to the geopolitical reality and the situation that we're in, and this toxic relationship that we have with the systems of power and the ways that it controls us. So there's a lot to talk about. You know, alchemy isn't just, it's not what it used to be. You know, it doesn't feel like the world is what it used to be anymore. We can't talk the same way we used to. You know, when I started this account a year ago, it was chill. We were talking about your true voice. We were talking about the individuation process and, you know, Carl Jung. But now, we really need to put our knowledge to the test. We need to put what we've been learning and what we've been talking about to the actual practical test to see if it stands the test of time, to see how we can benefit the collective, how we can be a part of the collective. So, what I want from you is your questions. I've put up a form on my website. If you go to my website, there's a form where you can put your email and your question. Send me your questions. I want to know what you're asking, what you want to know, what you're struggling with, what you're dealing with, what you want guidance on. And I can make videos where I'm just responding to your questions, where I use your questions as a place to launch from, rather than feeling like I'm just talking to myself in a camera. Like, I can sit here on the live and talk to you guys for hours because it feels like I'm responding to you and we're interacting with one another. There's a back and forth. I'm a big fan of the back and forth. But when I'm just talking to a camera, when I just set the camera in front of me and I pick a topic by myself and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to talk about right now, it just doesn't feel natural. You know what I mean? Old school YouTube. Okay, I love it. Yes. So send me your questions. You want a book list. You want to know how you can put together an alchemist library. Send that to me, please. Okay? It's on my website. On the main page of my website, there's like a little form. You just put your email and your question. And that's it. And then you send it to me. And that's all. And I can go through them. I can pick my favorites and just make YouTube videos. Now, another thing I'm working on is, yes, an alchemy course, 2 alchemy courses, one that you can take on your own time, and 1 live program like the one that I'm running now, which is part of the reason that I haven't been making as much content, by the way, because between finishing my dissertation, preparing for my defense, writing a new paper for a conference that I'm going to in March, and running the alchemy program and just being involved with the alchemy community, because in my alchemy programs, we meet every 2 weeks live. I give you exercises, I give you readings, I give you work to do, but we're also in a constant 24/7 contact through our Discord. Like, we have a private community Discord just for the people taking the program together live, and I'm just constantly on there. I'm preparing for that class, so I've been dividing my energy amongst these different things: my dissertation and PhD work, my program, the alchemy program, and now preparing to make YouTubes. I want to come out of this 3-minute, 4-minute TikTok format and move into a longer form, more depth driven, and more directed form of content. I want your questions. What are you wondering about? What do you need guidance on? What do you need help with? What are you curious about? Maybe you need help in your activism. Maybe you need help in your personal growth, your personal development. Anything you want, from spiritual development and alchemy to geopolitics and history. Anything you want. You guys know me. To religion, to spirituality, everything. You guys know me. You've seen my content. You know what I'm about. You know I'm about it all, from the microcosmic to the macrocosmic. Just ask. Ask me good questions. Essentially, ask about love, relationships. Listen, one of my favorite things to talk about is love. One of my favorite things in the world to discuss, to muse on, is love. Because, babe, listen, there's really nothing else out here. It's really the only force. Love is the only force. It's the only force. It's everything. Everything that we are, everything that we have, everything that we see. It's all love. There's really nothing else. So, I want your questions. Whenever you feel like it, you don't have to do it right now. Whenever it comes to you, whenever you formulate it, whenever you know what you want, maybe you want to send several questions, do it. Okay, do it. Send as many as you want. Just go to my website. The form is right on the main page. You just give me your email and you ask your questions. Do it. We can talk about hashish. We can talk about anything you want. I'm ready. I want to talk about really everything and anything on the YouTube. I really don't want it to be rigid. I don't want to just sit and prepare a proper script and break it down. And, I'm done. I'm done with the paradigm. I'm done with, it feels colonial. Sitting in front of the camera, doing it all proper, getting everything ready, making sure everything is sourced and cited and yada yada. It feels colonial. I'm over it, okay? I'm over it. I'm over the colonial structure. I'm over it. And I just want to flow. I want to use the YouTube to flow. I want you to ask questions and I want to answer them. I want to answer them from a place of truth, my own truth. Given everything that I've learned, that I continue to learn, the knowledge that I continue to acquire, the experiences that I have, what life has taught me, what my mentors have taught me, how I practice my spirituality, how I practice my activism, how I engage with religious texts. That's what I want to talk about. That's what I want to talk about. I just want us to chill and just talk. I want you to ask me stuff and I want to answer them. I don't want to be preparing a full, okay, here, according to this author, who, was born in somewhere in Pennsylvania, but has specialized in Middle Eastern studies and is actually an Orientalist. I'm done with it. I'm done with citing the sources. I'm over citing sources. I'm over the structure. I'm over the organization. I'm over we're going to go through A, B, and C. I'm over it. I want us to flow together. I want to make a YouTube that has a flow, a natural flow, so that I can have a good time creating and you can have a good time watching. Because you're going to pick up on how I feel, right? If I'm feeling good about what I'm talking about and the work that I'm doing. And honestly, the idea of having to cite and to do and to come up with them and to put okay, today we're going to talk about this, today we're going to talk about that. It just doesn't feel natural. This and that are so interconnected. How am I even talking about them without talking about the other? Nah, I can't. If you were bald, would your energy be different? I don't know. Try and imagine it for me. Imagine that this was not here. What do you think? Is it the same energy? Is it different? I feel like my hair has its own personality, so it'd probably take you a minute to get used to this. I'd probably be the same, at least from me. From the inside, it feels the same. So yeah, that's what I'm up to right now. That's the first and the foremost thing that I want to tell you guys about. I'm making a YouTube, and the whole YouTube is going to be based on your questions, just helping you along the way, helping you along the journey. Now, for those of us who want deeper help on the journey, deeper than any YouTube video could go, you need to go look at the coursework that I have available. Right now, Alchemy is already underway. We're almost finished with our first semester. Well, technically our second semester. We're almost finished, so you can't really join Alchemy now, but you can keep an eye out for when the next program starts. And like I said, there are going to be two. There will be a course that you can take on your own, and there will be a program that you can take live with me in the same way that we're doing it now. And when I tell you that it's been absolutely magical, it's an understatement. It's been natural. It's been naturally magical, and that's still an understatement. It's been beautiful. Check it out. Go to my website. Subscribe to the email list. The email list people are the people who get the news first before anyone else, as well as anybody in the Discord. Because like I said, I know I haven't been making content, and I'm actually deeply, genuinely sorry that I haven't been making content here on TikTok and Instagram. If you're ever looking for me, you want to interact, or you want something, or you need something, I'm around Discord. You can always catch me around the Discord. It is a loving community. It's a beautiful place. It's actually the best community on the internet, not gonna lie. I think a lot of people feel that way. It's a place to be in the virtual world, the Twishyverse. You can find me there, or you can book a one-on-one session. I always have one-on-one sessions open. I think I'm pretty booked right now. The sooner that you book, the better, because there's usually a month-long wait. If you have a special situation, or you want a last-minute thing, you gotta email me. It'll be a little more expensive because it's a little last minute and it's outside my working hours, but no, anything is doable. Like I said, I'm over the colonial paradigm, over the hard structure, over the pretending that I'm not a human, I'm a machine now, teaching you a course. I'm over it. I'm over it. So the YouTube, it's going to be a free-for-all, talking about everything everywhere all at once, based on your questions. It's going to be a response to you. What do you want to know? What do you want to learn? What do you need guidance? How do you manifest success? That's a great question. That's a question for a YouTube video. I need you to go to my website and write that into the little form. I need you to ask that question in the form. That's a YouTube video. How to manifest success. Because that starts with defining what success means to you. What is success? Success is subjective. Info about quantum leapings. Okay, again, go to the website, fill out the form. Just give me your email and write your question. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And I will be making videos in response to your questions. And amidst all of that, I've also been doing PhD work, finishing my dissertation and preparing for my defense of that dissertation, and writing a new paper, 2 new papers actually, for 2 conferences that I have upcoming. One in the beginning of March and one in the middle of April. So I still have a lot of PhD work that I'm in the middle of right now, because we gotta keep it, we gotta make it Dr. Twitchy Witch. We're gonna be a twitchy doctor. I gotta upgrade from witch to witch doctor. It's a lot of work, and it doesn't leave a lot of room for me to make videos for TikTok. And I've been, like I said, working on transitioning to YouTube. So many of you have asked me for longer form stuff, for a podcast style thing, for something. I want to do that. I want to make longer form stuff. I want to be able to take my time. I want to be able to go deeper into the things that we talk about, instead of just like in my TikTok videos, we're just scratching the surface. We're just moving across the surface all the time. And I want us to be able to go deeper. To do that, I need to come out of my comfort zone. My comfort zone is TikTok, is the 3-minute format, is the grabbing my phone, zooming in, zooming out, playing around, and just scratching the surface. But I've been trying to just step away from that, to just sit and talk to a camera, pick a topic and write about it and make it super structured and make myself all pretty and make everything really nice around me, and just sit and talk and pretend to be something that I'm not. It's just too much. I'm done with that. It's so colonial, and I'm over it. I would rather that you just ask me questions and I answer the way we're doing it now. Exactly, Meko. If you have questions, if you have stuff that you want me to make 10-minute, 15-minute, 20-minute videos about, go to my website and fill out. It's right on the main page. All you do is enter your email and then your question, and that's it. And then the videos will just be responses based on my knowledge, my experience, and my continued acquiring of both as I continue in this life. Do you think women are about to take over? The takeover of the feminine, the rise of the feminine. That's a video. That's a YouTube video. I need you to take that question, go to my website, and just fill it in. YouTube Live, yes, that is going to be a part of it, but I need to bring you to my YouTube first so that you can actually catch me live. The thing about TikTok is that it helps us get around. It really sends you around. It gives you the exposure. It gives you the reach. We still need to keep using this so that we can reach you, reach people, reach as many people as we can. But we want to transition. Guys, I ordered food. Do you want to watch me eat, or should I go? No one should eat alone. Actually, you're right. We always want to hang out. You're right. Come with me to go meet the Uber guy. Let's go. Where's my food, man? Hello? 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 You're not at the door, bro. I'm at the door. Hi.
I just got it. I just rang the bell.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you. Is this the food I ordered? Because it's not the right color. What are we eating today? We're eating Thai. We're eating in the kitchen. Yes, thank you guys. Yes, keep me grounded. Because why would I eat in my bedroom? What? It's from a place called Thai Express. You have to be in California. Listen, brother, I wish. I honestly wish. I'm a big, big fan of California. You're beautiful. What do you think about the Book of Thoth? Do you mean Aleister Crowley's Book of Thoth? What in the world? What is this? Oh. they've separated the sauce from the soup, I believe. This is a first, okay? They don't usually do this. I don't know why they're doing it now. I got this buck chicken. It never usually comes like this. It usually comes in a bag. I don't know what's going on. This is very unexpected. I ordered something that I usually have because, you know, being a Virgo, and I guess we have to mix this. I guess we're gonna have to mix it up. This is what's gonna happen. Keeping it fresh, right? Who knows? They're doing something. We're just gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. We're not gonna trip. Why? Because we're healthy, we're wealthy, and we're safe. And so is everyone we love. Do I need to trip about some food not coming the exact way that I want it? Do I? No, I don't. This is part of the plot. Let's see. If it's not yummy, I will order something else. The opportunities all are closed in our face. It's not even edible. I can't put it in my mouth. We order something else, y'all. Actually, this sauce is great. It's not what I ordered, but it's yummy. All right, let's go. Exactly, this could be my new favorite. I didn't get the sauce I wanted. I got the sauce I deserved. Am I vegetarian? I spent half my life in the Middle East, okay? Out there, we have more of a sense of like understanding the privilege that it is to eat meat. Because you can't always, and not everybody can eat meat. And so we honor being able to eat meat. We have days, specific days, on which we eat meat. And we give thanks for our ability to do so. The veganism, vegetarianism, it's far from the way I live my life. I love meat a lot. If it were up to me, I would have, you know, a burger for every meal. So I do mediate that on my own end because I have to take care of myself, take care of my body. I do my best to not eat too much and to stock up on the veggies and the fruits and all the healthies. But no, the OGs know the relationship between me and burgers. It's called Tom Yum. It's like a sweet and spicy, sour, spicy situation. Tom Yum is hot and sour. Okay, very nice. Why will no one serve me a burger for breakfast? I don't know. In Bali, there is such a thing as a breakfast burger. I am not in Lebanon anymore. I left Lebanon about a month ago now. Almost 3 weeks ago, actually. I am always down for a burger. You know, now that we've talked about it so much, I'm probably going to end up ordering a burger for dinner. I have been to the Palestine Land Archive. It's very cool. I did some research there for my dissertation. But so much has been lost, you know? A lot was lost in the war. Like, they had some institutions set up in Beirut before the 1980s. And when Israel invaded in the 80s, they destroyed everything. You know, they love to destroy things. You know, they love to uproot shit. They love it. What we gonna do? What do I do when my brother is a menace? When my brother is a bully? What do I do? What's your ethnicity? OGs know my ethnicity. They know I'm human. I know I don't look human. I know I look phenomenal and cosmic and alien. But I'm 100% of this earth, my guy. Dissertation is going well. Little human cat mix. You're right, Gabby. That's a bit of a lie. I do have some cat in me. Let's say 90% human, 10% cat, 100% earthling. Oh, you're also an earthling. That's so cool. What a coincidence. That's crazy. We should hang out. My dissertation is on Palestinian political identity expression and how Palestinian youth use music to essentially express themselves politically, to demand to be seen. Because like many indigenous cultures around the world that face colonialism, they are under the constant threat of erasure. They're living under a consistent existential threat. And they have no one to represent them, and the powers that be go out of their way to misrepresent and erase them from the narrative. But because you can't quell or kill the human spirit, Palestinians use music to enforce their political presence, to enforce their existence, to say, hey, we're still here and this is our story. Not free Palestine, free the world. Free the world from identity politics. Free the world from you can only walk here if you believe in this God. Free the world from you can only live here if you identify in this way. Free the world from difference and from the illusion that we are not all brothers and sisters. Even the Israelis are your brothers and sisters. And the real question is, what do I do when my brother is a bully? What do I do? What do I do with the bully, and what do I do about the person being bullied? Do I intervene? Do I let them battle it out? They are, Hayati, wallah they are. Yani, I know it hurts to say, I know it's hard to say, it's hard to accept, but they are. These are human beings like you and I. And no human being is born with this inevitable, this innate hate in their heart. No one is like that. They're brainwashed. People are propagandized and programmed to see difference, to feel that they are superior to others. This is a programming, not a fact of life. It's not a de facto way of being. You're not just born like, oh, wow, look, oh, I'm so lucky, my skin is white. Guess I should just go stomp on someone's neck now. Like, no, that's not what happens. People are programmed into thinking these things. People are taught, hey, you don't know this yet, but those people outside the wall, they're monsters. And it's your living right. It's your duty to protect yourself and your people against them. Your people against them, as if they're not people. As if there's such a thing as my people, your people. We're all people. What do we do? Well, it depends where you are and what tools you have at your disposal. I don't... Oops. Hello? Are you guys okay? Did the fall hurt? In the States, however, our politicians are not listening to Chihayete. I know, wahit Allah, I know, wallah, I know. I know, it's so frustrating, wallah. They're not listening. I know they're not listening. Ow! You guys are so cute. We're good. Okay, amazing. We're all okay. A little shaken, but unstirred. How are you guys so adorable? Anjad, where do you get this? Where do you get this humor? And then, Anjad, some of the funniest people, the funniest things I've ever heard in my life come in this live. It's kind of crazy. And I just don't know how y'all come up with it. I'm not shadow banned. I've just not been creating content consistently. I was explaining earlier, I'm in the middle of a million things, and I'm trying to transition from here to YouTube. I want to film for YouTube. And I want your questions, your thoughts. I want you to suggest to me what I should make videos about. I just want all of my YouTube videos to be responses to you, to what you want to hear, what you want guidance on, all of that. Because YouTube has more room for longer form stuff, for us to go deeper, to get a little more comfortable and settled. I can use my mic, I can use the landscape format, I can really take my time. With TikTok, I'm always rushing to get from one thought to the next within 3 minutes, 4 minutes maximum. And I'll still do that as summaries of what I've made for YouTube, you know, so that you can put the YouTube on and just do your laundry or do your dishes or hang out or whatever. And it kind of in a podcast style, in a style like this live, actually, to be totally real with you. I want to just be able to make YouTube content that is like this live, that feels personal, feels like I'm answering questions, feels like I'm interacting with people. That'll be my podcast. But yeah, my link to YouTube is on my profile too, so please go subscribe there and give me your questions. Give me your questions. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you want to hear about. It's on my website, on that main page. You just give me your email and you put your question in there. And I'll just pick my favorites and go through them. I love doing that too. And that's why I feel like if I put it in like a casual form, that non-colonial casual form, I'll be able to get comfortable and just really talk like from a genuine, honest place, and give you things of value instead of like trying to make everything so curated. I feel like everything on TikTok, on YouTube is so curated. Everyone writes their scripts and all of that. Like it's just, I can't, it's too much. I'm done with the colonial paradigm. I really am. Do you read Arabic? I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read in general. I'm illiterate. No, literally, books are colonialism. Reading is literally imperial oppression. And I'm done. Do I need to burn my books? Habibi. No. That's Nazi energy. That's Nazi Zionist energy, burning books. We're not trying to hide all the knowledge. We're just trying to ignore it. We're just trying to step away. We're just trying to read the book of nature, baby. We're trying to read the story that the grass is trying to tell us. We're trying to read the story in the stars. Do you feel me? No, literally, there are no veggies in this. Like, I'm not even playing. This is just meat and noodles. Like, they said, this is a vegetable soup. Would you like to add a protein? I said yes. If I had said no, this would just be noodles. Noodles and sauce. Hey, colonial conquistador, what does that mean? Please teach me what that entails. How do you feel about marriage? Well, I can't feel many things because I'm not married, so I wouldn't really know what it feels like, if you feel me. I still haven't defended my dissertation, Space Girl, and that's part of why I haven't been making content consistently, because I've been busy re-editing my dissertation for the 1000th time and preparing for the defense. So I've just been really busy. It's hard to make content when I'm in my academic brain so heavily. And Aslan, when I do have some free time and some space, I'm giving all of that energy to my alchemy group, to the alchemy program. All of my spare energy, not really spare, it's like half of my energy. I've got half in my dissertation, my PhD work, preparing for conferences, etc., and for my defense. The other half, keeping up with the program, preparing everything, doing the readings, rereading the readings, reading students' work, engaging with the community. You know, that's where all my energy is, between the alchemy program and the dissertation. And whatever is left over, I'm just using to hang out. And like I said, if you want to help me out, you'll send me your questions, because my videos are going to be just responding to your questions. It is a revolution, and you can join. Just make sure that I have your email, that you've subscribed to my email list in one way or another. The alchemy work is basically in-depth, guided, with exercises, materials, readings, and lectures from me live consistently for 6 months that pretty much have everything to do with what you've seen in my content, just deeper. So everything from Carl Jung to individuation to shadow work to the unconscious and the conscience, the ego, anima animus, archetypes, literature, religion, comparing religions, God, different gods, spirituality, politics, Palestine, history, everything. Everything and how it relates to you, and essentially integrating it all in a way that brings out your most authentic expression, the most authentic existence of you, solidifying you, centering you in that truth, in your truth, your personal 100% grounded center of gravity truth, yours. No one else's, not your churches, not your societies, not your parents, not your schools, not your bullies, not anything. Yours, your 100% unadulterated truth. That's what we're guiding. That's what we're rooting you in my program. But in the Quran, we could only be rooted in Allah. You find rooting in Allah and you rise towards Allah. So yeah, if you're interested in all of that, make sure that I have your email somehow, somewhere, because the email people are going to be the first to know, and then like the very close second to know will be the Discord people. So either give me your email, get in the Discord, be somewhere other than just here on TikTok, and you will find out before anyone else. Because by the time anything I'm doing makes it to TikTok, it's always almost sold out. Tastool is like the most life-changing hygienic product that I've used in the last year. And you all know me, I'm not big on promoting things. Very, very rarely you'll ever hear me say, you need to buy this. thing, or this is something that's worth buying, but this is something worth buying. It's a bidet, essentially. Okay, it's a bidet. You put it on your toilet seat and you turn your toilet seat into a Japanese toilet seat. And essentially, like, anytime you need a number two, it's just right there. You just give it a little bit, and then you turn it off, you wipe, you dry, it's good to go. I'm pretty sure it's available in the US. I know it's available in Canada. I got it in Canada. But when I tell you that this shit is life-changing, like I actually worry now when I go to the bathroom and I'm not at home, because I don't know if they have a shataf. Like, I don't know if there are any Arab Muslims here, but y'all know how important the shataf is, right? Like, you need a shataf. And the shataf is not even that practical. Like, I used to use a shataf, but then I got the tastul and I was like, this is so much easier. Like, this is so much less of a hassle than actually using the shataf and having to pick it up and touch it, and maybe somebody else touched it if it's in a public place, and having to put it in and out and up and front and the back and all of that. That whole hassle down the drain. All you do is press a little button, like you just turn a little button, boop, you're clean, you turn the little button and you're done. That's it. That's the whole situation. You don't have to lift anything. There's no nozzle, nabrish, hose, mahose, here, there. I'm a big fan of hygiene, okay? Big fan of hygiene. And for all of my spirituals in the comments, in the audience, you know that the demons love to hang around. They love to hang around when you're dirty. They love to hang around when you're not keeping it clean. You keep it clean, those demons are out. They're gone. Demons don't hang around. Those bad energies don't hang around a well-kept, hygienic person. Like Armani, I used to think I was someone who used a shatafa, but it's not. I'm jad the tastul is better. I love a good shatafa, but this Japanese toilet thing, whatever, tastul is better. It's better. I'm sorry, it just is. It's so good. It's so good. I genuinely can't go to the bathroom without it now. Now I'm just eating because it's delicious, not because I'm hungry. So let's stop. And this is something that I've been practicing for a while now. Because, you guys, it really bothers me on a very deep level. Like, I have a very deeply rooted anger for the fact that there are people dying of hunger in a world as abundant as this. In a world where you could plant the heart of whatever you were eating, whatever vegetable, fruit you were eating, you could plant it in the ground and it would grow 10 times as much as itself. Like, it would literally be reborn and multiply in its rebirth. In a world with that much magical abundance, how are people starving? How does that make sense? Like, how does the math? You know what I mean? Like, the math isn't mathing. So one practice that I have picked up lately because of that is to be very mindful not to eat more than my fill. To eat intentionally and consciously, to enjoy every bite that I have, like I just did now. To take my time to really taste the food that I'm eating and appreciate the fact that I'm eating something so yummy. And to not eat more than my fill. To not engage in that greed. You guys are right. Greed rules the world right now. Eating more than you can is a sin. I think, somebody was saying that earlier. They said that's gluttony. Yes. By healing yourself, you heal a piece of the collective. Yes. In working on ourselves, We're working on the world. We're part of the world. What do you think the world needs right now? More connection, more love, more connection, more communication, more space. We need to be able to hear each other out. We need to be able to reflect. We need to be able to love one another, to offer love to one another. We need love. What is love? That's a great question. What is love? I think love is an active decision. Love is a decision to be better, to do right by one another, to hold space for one another. It's the decision to take a step back and say, wait, I'm not the most important thing in the world. Let me try and understand what's going on. It's the willingness to understand. The genuine, open, curious, non-judgmental willingness to understand, to find connection, to find union, as opposed to our maybe more natural inclination, our programmed inclination to push, to pull away, to listen to our ego, to take things personally, to react instead of respond. Please help us with your voice for the babies in Gaza. We're all praying for the babies in Gaza. So what more are we going to say? Another, to be frank with you guys, another thing that has kept me from being able to make content is what more is there to say? I'm not a journalist, I'm not a journalist. I'm not going to be out here recording every single thing and commenting on every single event. Thank you, Dazdur. I'm not going to be, that's not me. I'm not a journalist. I'm not a political commenter or anything like that. I am a scholar and a spiritual and an alchemist, hopefully to you a guide of some sort. But I've already said what I have to say, No, I've said what I had to say. I said it from day one, and I still stand by everything I said from the first day. I still feel the same way. I'll come to make a video, and honestly, the past 4 or 5 days, this has happened at least once every day. I'll turn on the camera on TikTok, and I just can't, I can't make a content that doesn't have to do with Palestine. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right to pretend okay, we can just go back to normal now. Let's just talk about names again. I can't. Let's just break down some dreams. I can't do it. I can't. It doesn't feel right. I can't just go back to the way things were. I don't think we'll ever go back to the way things were. Or any of us that have experienced a proper awakening and have been truly broken open by the past few months understands what I'm saying. There's no returning to the status quo. I can't just make a random video about anything. People are asking about it. Lots of people have asked me, can you make about this? Can you make about that? Can you talk about this? No. Honestly, if I can't find a way to tie in Palestine, no, I don't think I can. It doesn't feel right. What am I doing here? I'm just, trying to make a buck, or trying to keep an audience going, or trying to build a following? Yes, it's important to make a living. Yes, I need to maintain an audience so that I can continue to do what I'm doing. But no, our lives are changed forever, 100%, Sophia. Our lives are changed forever. So I'll come on and I'll be like, I can't make anything that doesn't have to do with Palestine. But no, what more is there to say? And that's why I want to move to the YouTube and start integrating everything together. I want to hear your questions. I want to pick my favorites and answer them on the YouTube in a properly integrated way. Because everything has to do with everything now. Everything is everywhere all at once now. There is no growth and personal growth and alchemy and whatever and enlightenment without liberation for all people. There isn't. There just isn't anymore. And now we all know Now it's all out. It's all out in the open. We can all see it. The cap is off. There's no pretending. There's no pretending that nothing's going on. Okay, by the way, so if you want to be confident, just forget about what's going over there for a second. So you want to be confident, right? Like, it's not going to be me. I know there are people doing that, but it's not going to be me. You know it's not going to be me. It's not the twitchy witch. It's not going to be me. Not when I've dedicated my entire life to the collective unconscious and the study of religion and the study of spirit and now the study of cultural politics and specifically Palestine. You know, it's not going to be. The veil is lifted. I would say that as well. YouTube is a solid choice. Thank you, Rocky. Yes. And yes, you're right, exactly. TikTok has good reach, and that's why we got to stay on here. But I want the main source to be YouTube, and then I can come on here and make little summary videos of full videos that are on YouTube, so that people on here can get a small taste of what we're talking about. Whoever wants more can go to YouTube, and whoever wants to go really, truly deep in their journey, in their personal work, can either take one of my courses, can come work with me one-on-one, can join the Alchemy program that's coming up and take it with us live, can join Discord. Our Discord, the Twitchiverse Discord, is free. You can join. It's a community of like-hearted and like-minded people who are all working to expand their consciousness, to learn, to share, to release their judgment, to practice love. Genuine love. So if you want to be part of our little revolution, step one is just joining the Discord. On Jed, so many beautiful people like Aiden and Gabby and Aida and Bonnie and so many beautiful people. Brittany was here earlier as well with us. As I move to YouTube, send me your questions. Follow my YouTube. Like I said, on my website, on the main page, there's a little message box that you can fill out with your question. Just ask me whatever you would want to see in a video, and I'll do it. I'll make it. This is why I haven't been making consistent content, and I am so deeply sorry. When is the Alchemy program being launched? In a couple of months. But like I said, the email people will be the first to know about it. And this is what always happens. The OGs know. Anyone who's done anything with me, any course, any workshop, so far knows. By the time I make a TikTok post, if I even get there, if I even make it to making a TikTok post about the program or the course, it's usually almost full, if not just completely full. So if you're on the email list, you'll just get priority knowledge. You'll be able to make it. The program is going to be for a limited amount of people. And right now, whoever wants to go deeper, if you just want to work with me, if you want to meet, if you want some help with something, you want some guidance, book a one-on-one, and do that fast, because I book up pretty fast. And I'm saying this with all humility, just facts, okay? I am actually booked until mid-March right now already. You're attracting me. It's your beauty that has attracted me. You have manifested me. Were you born into a Muslim family? Yasin, Anna, I was born at sea. No one could decide what border we were in, who I belonged to. You know, my father always complained that my mother never slept with him. And that's how I knew that I was a prophet. You know, because my mother was a virgin. She never slept with my father, you know. Who is to say? I was raised by a rabbi, a priest, and a sheikh. 3 brothers. Just good guys. Just cool guys. Just teaching me the ways of the spirit. Teach me all these different techniques, all these different stories. And listen, I'm not even kidding about the spiritual leaders. I really was raised by these people. Like, they were my mentors. I mean, my parents were around, sure, but no. A rabbi, a priest, and a sheikh walk into a bar. They happen to be Ilyan's mentors. Seriously, what's your race? I'm too chill to race. I race against myself sometimes, and even then, I can't be bothered. Even then, I can't be bothered. Right. No one's chasing me. I'm not running from nothing. What do you think I am, Forrest Gump? So your mom and dad never had anything to conserve you. What do you mean? I would love to help with projects. You just send me an email. Send an email my way, and I would love to be involved. The soup is gone. The soup is right here. But I can't eat anymore. When I eat, I eat slowly, and like I was telling you earlier, I want to savor every bite and really eat intentionally. And when you do that, you eat a lot less. It's hard to eat a lot when you do that. What's your ethnicity? Sir, I am 100% Earthling. I am of this earth. And like I said before, I know I look a little bit alien. Someone said I look ethereal. But I'm from this here earth. I promise you that. I am full ethnically human. And maybe 10% cat. 90% human, 10% cat. But actually, there are audiobooks on my Patreon, Envy. If you're interested in listening to me read books, you can join my Patreon. You can support me, support my content, support my journey, support me trying to finish a PhD and run an alchemy course and start a YouTube and make TikTok content and be here for all of y'all and do all the million things that I am doing right now all on top of one another. You can support me by joining Patreon, and you can also get some extra content, and that includes audiobooks. I've done a couple of audiobooks. I'm going to do some more. We're reading through the Red Book, but these past 3 weeks have been heavy transition period, so I haven't been able to make much. But yeah, if you want, join the Patreon. Everything is on my website. Do you feel you've been able to rest? In my off time, that's what I've been doing. Instead of making content for you, which I know you deserve, I've been resting because I have so much on my plate. I am a solopreneurial witch, so it's a little overwhelming carrying 60 watermelons at a time, and then also creating content for TikTok while also trying to remove myself from the TikTok format and get myself ready for a YouTube format, a longer form, more relaxed, more slow format. Yes, exactly, Mo. Exactly. And I love that you mentioned African Americans, because I'm focusing on hip hop and how Palestinians are using hip hop to describe their experiences. Are you Palestinian? What would you change about your life if you could right now? Palestine would be one free state for all. If I could change one thing. If I could change one thing, actually, no one in the world would be hungry. Of course we stand with Palestine. We stand with humanity. We stand with the world. Palestinian hip-hop really is. It really is a vibe. I love it. Yay, we'll see you in the Discord. I am still doing readings, but if you want one, you better sign up quick, because you know I get booked up quick. And embroidery, yes. I do like a full semiotic analysis of like a whole bunch of songs to delineate a political identity coming through in Palestinian youth hip-hop. Dam. Start with Dam. Damir Nafar. Maisadaw. The way you say Quran. But in the Quran, Satan does have a name. Damn are awesome. I do readings, I do courses, I do a whole bunch of stuff. Whatever you want, go check out my website, see what I do, see if you like anything, see if you want to support me in any way, if you want to work with me. Because of course, in booking a reading, you're benefiting yourself first and foremost, but you're also honoring me and supporting me by letting me help you and doing this value exchange with me for that help. So yeah, if you want to know about the things that are coming before everyone else, subscribe to the email list, and that's how you do it. Is she a Muslim? She is. She is a Muslim. I am a Muslim. I am a Christian. I am a Jew. Anna aslamtu li Rabbil Alameen. Aren't we all Muslim, Aslan? Technically, I guess that's a sin in Islam, asking if somebody is a Muslim, because everybody's a Muslim, even if they don't identify. They're waiting to revert, right? Isn't that the belief? Am I right or am I right, y'all? Come on. Do we have any believers in the audience? Exactly. We're all born Muslim. I am a Hindu or Zoroastrian. And that's why, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when people convert to Islam, they don't say convert, they say revert. Even if they weren't Muslim before, they didn't practice Islam before, they say they reverted to Islam. Because the idea is that you were always Muslim. You just had to find your way back. I was not. But there are scammers that are after me. They copy my account and they message you. I will never be in your DMs. Never. I will never offer you a reading in your DMs. I have a calendar, I have a schedule, and it's full. Okay? If you want a reading from me, you have to go book it on my schedule. I will never come after you. I don't live in the US. And I will tell you more about alchemy soon. Ask me questions. Like I said, have started a YouTube. There are some videos up there already. But I'm going to start making more. So what I need you to do, and I need your help because I want us to do this together, what I need you to do is go on the website, on the main page, and ask whatever you want to ask. Tell me what you want me to make videos about. Tell me what you want to know about. What will help you on your journey? Will you be teaching tarot? Girl, baby, I have a tarot course up, and if you purchase it now, you will have lifetime access to it, and every workshop that I continue to do in the future, and there's one coming very soon, every workshop that I do will be recorded and added to that course that you already have access to. So if you don't want to watch any more of my live workshops, but you want access to all the material in them, just buy the tarot course. And I'm just going to keep adding. There's already 12 hours of material in that course on the tarot. There's everything you could imagine about the tarot. Like anything you would need to start reading is in that. And it comes with a mystical cheat sheet that I made. You will love it. If you're trying to learn tarot, or if you've been reading tarot but you have blockages and you still need the book, and every time you pull a card you have to look it up and Google it, my tarot course is for you. It's 12 hours of material, like I said, and it's 12 hours plus because, like, in a little while I'm going to have another workshop covering an aspect that I haven't done yet in any of my tarot videos. And then that, when it's over, is going to be uploaded to the course in Teachable. So if you already own that course, you'll then have access to that new workshop just because you have the course. And every time I have a workshop, I'll be adding it and adding it. So there'll be infinite hours of material on the tarot for you to go through, essentially. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in the tarot at all, and you want to read tarot, you want to learn how to read it like me, you want to learn how to read intuitively, you want to use knowledge and intuition, you want to use narrative, you want to get in touch with the history of the cards, the context of the cards, the culture of the cards, the way of life, really, that's at the bottom of it, like even tarot reading in it. When I teach you tarot, I'm teaching you alchemy. There are similar principles, just a little bit different, guided towards the tarot, but the same alchemical principles. Anyways, if you want to do that, that's also on my website. You could do that. And there's a preview, a 40-minute preview beginner's video that you can watch for free. It's on YouTube and it's on Teachable. You can watch it wherever you want. It's like 45 minutes, and it'll give you a full intro on the tarot, a full beginner's guide on like getting ready to read, how to approach the cards, essentially. So that you can watch for free, and if you like it and you want more, you can check out the rest of the course. Anyways, beautiful people, I need to go and continue working. I'm going to do some more dissertation work for the rest of the night. I love you so much. Keep an eye out for the upcoming alchemy program, for the alchemy course. Check out the tarot course and the preview, the 45-minute preview, the intro video. Check it out, watch it, use it, learn from it, teach it to your friends, whatever you want to do. Join my Patreon if you'd like to support, and if you'd like to hear audiobooks from me. I upload audiobooks and audio recordings of myself reading different texts. We did the Gospel of Mary Magdalene recently. I also did the Tao Te Ching, the Little Prince. So you can go check that out. Now I'm reading the Red Book as to all of that through Patreon. Make sure you join Discord, the Twitchiverse Discord, because the Discord people will be the close and second to the secret email people who find out about the upcoming alchemy program. And that program, like I said, is going to be limited. Although I think there will probably be an application process for this one coming, so that we make sure that everyone who's on board with the course knows what they're on board for and is ready to commit. Because we lost like a couple of people, 2 people, these last 6 months in this iteration of the program, only because they didn't know what they were getting into. They didn't realize how much work there was going to be, because it's work. Okay, it's not a joke. We are working, and you're paying, you're investing, and you're working. You're not just putting that investment and walking, like you're doing real work. You can ask anybody that's taking the program with me now. Go on my website on the main page and give me your questions. Ask me your questions. Just the link in my bio, on my profile. You press it and it takes you to like my website, my homepage. If you scroll down under the buttons, there's a thing that says like, I say, ask me anything about this and that or all of the above. Ask me whatever you want. What do you want to know? What do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to rant about? Someone asked earlier how to manifest success. That's a video right there. The name of the channel is Twitchy Witch. I'm Twitchy Witch everywhere. If you want to help me out and if you want, your input to be part of the conversation, to be part of the YouTube conversation, the YouTube launch, make sure you subscribe. And as I was telling everyone earlier, to just go back to making content like Palestine doesn't exist, it doesn't feel right anymore. It doesn't feel right. I can't go back anymore. To return to the status quo, I doubt that's going to happen. I'm finding ways to integrate this new way of being. We used to be forced to be silent about Palestine. We used to be silent. Before all of this, I was silent. I was silent for years about this. We weren't allowed to talk about it. I barely brought it up a year ago and I was attacked online. I was sent death threats and letters to my department, people trying to get me removed from my university program because I brought up Palestine. But now that the cap is off, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. Couldn't be me. It could not be me, y'all. So we're integrating now. As part of the Alchemy program that I'm doing, because I'm giving work to my students, but I'm also doing the work. We're all doing the work together. And part of my work in the midst of a very heavy transition that I'm in is integrating this new appreciation and acknowledgement of Palestine, integrating that into my approach with the online community, with my content, with my audience, integrating it so that it's not just forgotten to saying nothing. And my Alchemy students know I bring up Palestine every time we meet, in every live session we have. Whatever we're talking about, we find a way to connect it to Palestine because it is connected. Because Palestine and the struggle of Palestine and the people's struggle for liberation from the tyranny, greed, and power of corporations and governments, that's at the core of our own struggle with ourselves, of the tyranny we hold against ourselves, of the liberty we need from ourselves, from the colonial within us. That's our alchemy. And that's what I'm working on now, to be able to bring that message every time I show up for you, every time I come to you, every time we speak, to be able to hold space for that in whatever we're talking about, to remember the above is of the below and the below is of the above, that the microcosm is the macrocosm and the macrocosm is the microcosm. And so long as an IDF soldier has his boot on the neck of an old man at a checkpoint in the West Bank, so is George Floyd's neck still under the boot of that policeman. So am I. So is my heart still under the boot of my mind that's trying to control it. I love you. Thank you so much. This was so much fun. Be careful if you get a DM from anybody who's like me or looks like me. It's not me. I'm never gonna be in your DMs. If you want a reading from me, you have to go book it on my schedule, on my calendar, from my website. And if you want anything else, one-on-ones, courses, to support on Patreon, to join the community, everything is on my website, okay? I love you, and I will see you again soon. Since this went successfully, I guess we can go live again without getting banned, which is amazing. So I'll probably see you again soon on the live, because you know how much I love to do these lives. This was awesome. I had missed you so much. I'll see you again soon. The best way you can help Palestinians is boycotting. Don't give the Zionists your money. That's the only language they speak, okay? I love you. I love you so, 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 so.